city, baby. Too much is fake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really that hazardous rap god. If you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight, Bill. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands will do. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands will do.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now a seventh-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete here.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. Fielded at the 20. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Play action. It's Wilson. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Wilson on first down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down. The Broncos at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test, going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Absolutely.
You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
This defense for the Broncos, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Nick Bonito coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. 7-7, our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and... into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there's a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Denver, 43 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State. Here's Jaleel McLaughlin. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. There. Check three.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. They go play action now. Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. The give is to McLaughlin. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here's Pacheco once again.
There he goes left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 and 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
36 power. He's coming.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Brought down by Willie Gay. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. In motion right goes Sutton. Play action. Now Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bonito. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Valdez-Scantling in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
They go play action with Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards for number 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And that is incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's McLaughlin.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On the ground, here's
And a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
26 Mike.
Now Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. On first down, Wilson.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A carry from McLaughlin. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Watch the whip. Good job right there. Good job right there. You got tape. 14.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here's McLaughlin. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Jaleel McLaughlin with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Aaron Browning picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 0-0-0. Let's go, D.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Exit. Big gas. Check safety. Hey, switch gear.
On 2nd down now, it's McLaughlin.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The throw over the middle taken in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, Wilson. They'll set up the screen. It's McLaughlin. And he is going to lose yardage here. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline. That's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll
take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, McLaughlin. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
26 Mike.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
95. Bang, bang.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Daquan Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the return will stop right around the 25. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Watch the twist. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Come on, baby.
Wilson wants to throw it. Finds Dulcich out left side. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
14, fight it.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
The kick by Lutz is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Daquan Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Now Mahomes. Flush to his right.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to go up top again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Oh, Wilson going to throw.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And they'll get to him right away at the 40.
And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea with the top speed